Robert McCall will employ his lethal abilities when he returns for The Equalizer 3. The Equalizer film, loosely based on the 1980s CBS series starring Edward Woodward, has proven to be a popular action vehicle for Denzel Washington. The actor, who has long been one of Hollywood's top performers, plans to expand the Equalizer franchise into a full trilogy in the near future. Will the Equalizer return from the US and travel to Italy? Let us enter the world of Robert and his buddies. Before coming to part 3, let's remember some memories about Robert McCall. He lives in Boston and works in a hardware store. He is assisting a coworker, Ralphie, in his training to become a security guard. He frequently spends late nights reading in an all-night diner because he can't sleep. He becomes friends with Terry, an adolescent prostitute trafficked by the Russian mafia. The novels Robert has been reading are frequently discussed between the two. Terry reveals on a stroll one evening that her real name is Alina and that she aspires to be a singer. Slavi, her pimp, arrives quickly, beats Alina, and forces her into the car. He drives away after handing a surprised Robert his business card. Coming to the third part, the first poster for the film has been released by Sony Pictures, confirming that it will be Washington's final chapter in the franchise. In addition to this, the poster emphasizes the sequel's new Italian setting, promising that justice knows no borders. The poster prominently displays an Italian flag and the Colosseum, and even compares McCall to the Lady Justice statue, which acts as his mirror image. Sony Pictures later stated that The Equalizer 3 will hit theaters on September 1, 2023. The Equalizer, which was released in 2014 during a period when movies about retired assassins and themes focusing on vigilante justice were becoming increasingly popular, was a massive box office smash and a record-breaking R-rated film, leading to a 2018 sequel. Based on the past two films, the latest collaboration between Fuqua and Washington promises another high death toll and another nefarious conspiracy for McCall to solve. He'll undoubtedly be doing everything he can to assist someone in need once more. The most recent news about The Equalizer 3 includes new footage from the sequel. The latest The Equalizer 3 trailer is a brief glimpse of the upcoming Denzel Washington film, but it packs a punch. The trailer provides another hint at the plot of Denzel Washington's Robert McCall, who finds peace in a new village only to have it threatened by the local mafia, forcing him to revert to his old ways. It is apparent that the creators understand what works for this franchise and what fans expect from these films. They are not trying to change the model significantly. Instead, they are focused on giving Washington a lot of bad guys. Washington is scheduled to make a third appearance as the retired government assassin after two successful appearances. The Equalizer 3 is another film directed by Antoine Fuqua that follows McCall as he lives in peace in Italy until he resorts to violence to defend his new friends from local criminal lords. It is uncertain when The Equalizer 3 will be available for streaming, nor on which streaming platform it will be available. Before proceeding, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Returning to the subject, The Equalizer 3 was reported to be in development in 2018, when Antoine Fuqua declared his plans to continue the franchise following the success of The Equalizer 2. Furthermore, Fuqua hinted that this part of McCall's journey would take place on a global scale. The Equalizer 3 production began in October 2022 in Italy and will conclude in January 2023. The Equalizer was a box office triumph, earning more than $192 million worldwide despite the film's depiction of violence and the conflict surrounding it. However, the picture received mixed reviews from critics. In 2018, a sequel was released, earning $190.4 million globally. What do you think, guys? Will Equalizer 3 be able to break all the previous records of its franchise? I think it can easily break all the previous records. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. Back to our work for Equalizer. While the cast roster for The Equalizer 3 is complete, the only individual whose official role and character name have been announced is Denzel Washington as the titular hero, Robert McCall. Dakota Fanning was cast in The Equalizer 3 in June 2022, and she can be seen in the teaser asking Robert if he's ever killed someone, as well as in a few snippets of banter unveiled at CinemaCon. Sonia Amar and David Denman have joined the cast of The Equalizer 3. It has also cast Andrea Dodaro, Remo Girone, Eugenio Mastrandrea, Danielle Perron, Andrea Scarduzio, and Gaia Scodolero in unspecified parts. The majority of these personalities are probably going to be either the adversaries McCall faces in the Sicilian Mafia or the companions he has made and sworn to protect. In any case, The Equalizer 3 boasts a strong ensemble that will undoubtedly give it their all on screen as Fuqua wraps up the Equalizer series. When McCall learns that many of his friends are living in debt to and under the control of the mafia, he decides to be their protector and makes preparations to take on the gangsters to set his pals free once and for all. The setting of The Equalizer 3 is the largest shift, as the synopsis makes clear. The setting of southern Italy will be significantly different from the other two movies, which both took place in and around Boston. The Equalizer 3 will not only change the location, but also feature a new co-star who will appear with Dakota Fanning and Denzel Washington. Uncertainty surrounds Fanning's character in the movie, but she and Washington previously collaborated on 2004's Man on Fire. It is presently unknown which characters from the first two Equalizer movies will make an appearance in the upcoming third installment. The premise of The Equalizer 3 appears to be making things personal for McCall, who puts his skills to the test to defend those he loves, as in the previous two films. The main difference this time is that the film is set in Italy. Both of the previous two Equalizer films took place in the US, implying that when McCall returns to the big screen this autumn, fans may expect a very different atmosphere. Despite the change in setting, the new film appears to be bringing back the graphic violence of the original two films, with one Equalizer 3 teaser even showing McCall ramming the barrel of a gun through an enemy's eye. Although McCall has always been outnumbered and outgunned in the previous two installments of the franchise, the new film appears to take this to an altogether new level, with Washington's character taking on an entire crime syndicate. The Equalizer 3 trailer was published extremely early, indicating that director Fuqua and Sony are attempting to generate as much buzz as possible for the trilogy's final movie. The teaser exposes a lot about the film, including McCall's normal life in Italy, his friendships, and of course, his quest for justice. It doesn't take long for McCall to be back in action and declaring war on the mafia, with the trailer showing a particularly difficult-to-watch demonstration of his skills while wringing information out of a mafia lackey. The Equalizer 3 trailer promises the franchise's trademark high-octane action and thrills. The teaser continued to tease McCall's next violent outing as he fights for those in need against the nasty and vicious baddies. Fans of the franchise will enjoy seeing McCall take on the mob, with his characteristic steel stare and without breaking a sweat. As the video comes to an end, tell me your favorite part of The Equalizer. I prefer Season 2, so let me know your view in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.